This is the Language Therapy suite of apps from Tactus Therapy. I got these for free on iTunes. These are the light versions, not the full version, so they don't have everything, but it does give you an idea of what they do. This suite, has the comprehension, naming, reading, and writing. We're just going to concentrate on naming for right now. Coming to the main page, you've got your information button, all the various instructions and information that you might need about this. These are generally, I think they were created primarily for therapy, but they have really great applications for assessments, formal assessment, informal assessments, continuing assessments from week to week, self-assessments, as well as the therapy aspect of trying to improve. We're going to start with a naming practice here. Naming practice is going to be about pictures. You're going to show the person a picture and try to get them to give you the name of that picture. You've got all these different categories: animals, body parts, clothing, concepts, etc. You'll see a button down here, Add Custom. You can also upload your own pictures, which I think is a really great function of these apps. That works on all of these apps within this naming therapy section. And you could upload pictures of your pets or pictures of your grandkids or, anything you want. And I'll go through that a little bit later, but I'll show you real quick what this app does. So you present with a picture, and the person tries to name the pictures. Very easy. It's a similar concept to so many of these different assessment tests that are out there, which are flashcards or flip books with a picture trying to get that target word given, but this is a little bit easier. You've got full color pictures. So we're starting with the phone. Let's say the person's having problems trying to get that target word. You got all these different cues down here that someone can use to try and get that target word out of them. So the first one gives you an audio description of the object.
A device for talking to people far away.
Then you've got your a couple of written phonemic cues. You've got your P. We're starting with the P here. Then it spells out the whole word for you. Also got this one, which is a nice sentence completion type of prompt.
Somebody answer the
phone. This one gives you an audio phonemic beginning cue.
phone.
And then ultimately
Phone.
the full word. So let's say the person got it right. Yay, ding. So you can score up here using the check and the X. So keep going through. They're same for each one. Let's say, we're not doing too well on that one. Maybe we're doing great on that one, and we're not doing too well on that one. And then we can go back here. The nice thing about this is you can email the results to yourself, to your therapist if you're doing this at home. It gives you information. I don't think this is accurate. In the trial version. I'm pretty sure in the full version all of these numbers are going to be accurate. So you can keep track of yourself as well as doing an initial assessment using these items. Naming test, you'll see I can't click on that one since this is the free version, but instead I'm going to jump forward to flashcards because it's very similar to the naming test. Again, you've got all your different categories. And again, very simple. You got your picture, you're trying to figure out the target word. If you're still having problems, the little hint is the written word. This one's going to be a manual assessment of flashcards. You're going to have to write these down because it's not going to email you the results, obviously, since you don't have these this information up here. And then going back to the beginning, so the naming test is pretty much exactly the same thing, except it does email you the results. And so that's a nice way to kind of assess things and keep a written record. Describe is another one that's got, again, all of these different categories. And I'm going to go ahead and just click the test one, which includes my custom item that I uploaded earlier. So you're presented with a picture. And now the person needs to describe some various things about the picture. So all of these are different prompts for the description.
What type of thing is it? What sound does it start with? What does it end with? What does it look like? Where does it live? What does this rhyme with? What does it feel like? How many beats does the word have?
Or how many syllables does the word have?
What sound does it make?
So you've got all of these great prompts for descriptions to help really semantically formalize this word into your brain. On a side note, this guy's voice is a little annoying sometimes, but for the most part, it's a pretty good app. I think this really, really works well as far as trying to assess. The describe is a little bit more conversational as far as getting that information, but for assessment purposes, naming practice, naming test flashcards, these are going to be great options for you. Now let's go back and just show you real quick how to make a custom item. So you make a custom category, and then you click here. Click on here. I've already created one in here. You can only add one item in the free version. So I'm going to show you. This is my cat. This is my cat Max. So I took a photo, and then I uploaded it directly into the app. I typed out the name that we're looking for, and then I recorded myself with all of these different prompts. So reading the name.
Cat.
I gave a definition.
This animal has 9 lives.
I completed the phrase.
Curiosity killed the...
And the first sound.
Cat.
And you can always, if you don't really like what you made, you click that X and then you re-record it. Cat.
Cat.
There you go. Number of syllables. And then when we get to the describe area, you remember all those prompts. It's going to have all these different prompts that you can add to the describe, and you can custom make each one so that the descriptions are applicable to whatever item you've uploaded. So that's going to be a great one for reinforcing maybe some really difficult ones that people might be having, trying to remember, or important things like names of people, etc. So that's the Naming Therapy app from Tactus Therapy.